like wore this belt buckle that like said I'm a sniper. It's like weird, but he was easily one of the hardest teachers I've ever had, and he gave us this big ass packet of chemical equations that we needed to balance. And me sort of loving rote, memorization and just like sort of going through the motions kind of stuff, I just like blasted through these things. Like I was having a good time with it. I handed them in like 2 weeks later than before they were due, and but it got me thinking. Like we have all these chemical elements, right? That make up all known matter in the universe, right? And those atoms combine together to form molecules, right? And those molecules compound to form these complex molecules, right? To form these even more complex beings. Go a step further, right? You have these organisms, right? Things all created by these things, even complex organisms. This is what a Google search for people gets you. I'm like, I need a picture of people, and I get a fat dude in a beret with a pretty kick-ass reflection going on, which is pretty great. And then, and then we get into this, like all this planetary shit, for lack of a better word. That's actually a scientific word for it. Planetary shit, like stars and all that stuff. But it's like it's all made of the same stuff, the same finite raw materials, the basic building blocks for all matter. And so as I sort of immersed myself in this sort of type of thinking, I was like, okay, so let's apply that to the web. Well, we have these finite building blocks for the web. This is actually this is a real site. It's awesome. It's joshduck.com/periodic-table.html, but it organizes all of our HTML elements out in the periodic table. It's pretty clever, right? And so that sort of got the ball rolling and sort of led me to start thinking of it as this sort of assembly, going from the very raw, abstract core all the way up to our final products. So this is what I'm calling atomic design. And it consists of these 5 distinct stages. So we have these atomic units, right? We have these molecules. We have organisms. And then eventually we break that pattern because, I'll tell you in a bit, but